Hello, Elite Magazine fans. As we recently announced on Elite Magazine, Christopher Nolan is reportedly working on adapting the Odyssey for his next film. But what exactly is the Odyssey, and why might it have captured Nolan's creative attention? In this video, we'll dive into the legendary epic by Homer, exploring its timeless themes of heroism, loyalty, and the human journey. Concepts that align perfectly with Nolan's signature storytelling style. But before we set sail into this fascinating discussion, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our updates. Ready to embark on an epic journey? Let's dive in.
The Odysseia, attributed to the ancient Greek poet Homer, is not merely a cornerstone of Western literature, but a testament to the enduring power of storytelling in shaping collective identity and preserving cultural values. In ancient Greece, storytelling was vital not just as entertainment, but as a means of passing down history, morals, and communal ideals. Through oral traditions, poets like Homer created rich, resonant narratives that connected deeply with their audience, reflecting a society where the spoken word held unparalleled authority. Composed around the 8th century BCE, it chronicles the harrowing journey of Odysseus as he attempts to return home after the Trojan War. This epic is more than a tale of adventure. It is a mirror reflecting the values, fears, and aspirations of an ancient civilization that profoundly shaped the cultural foundations of the Western world. The era of Odysseia was marked by a burgeoning oral tradition where poets like Homer crafted sprawling narratives that were memorized and performed. Alongside the Iliad, Homer's other monumental work, the Odysseia provided an enduring framework for exploring themes of heroism, loyalty, and the human condition. These epics laid the groundwork for classical literature and inspired countless works across millennia, influencing authors and texts such as Virgil's Aeneid, which reimagined Homeric themes within Roman ideals, and James Joyce's Ulysses, a modernist homage to Odysseus's Odyssey. Their profound impact is also evident in Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy, which mirrors the structural complexity and thematic depth of Homer's epics. However, Homer was not alone in defining the literary and philosophical spirit of his time. Hesiod, a near contemporary, offered a different lens through which to view the ancient world. His works, such as Theogony and Works and Days, delved into the origins of the gods and practical wisdom for daily life, respectively. Hesiod's writings complement Homer's epics by grounding them in a broader cosmic and agrarian framework, highlighting the interconnectedness of the divine order and human labor. The cosmic context refers to the mythological genealogy of gods in the universe as detailed in Theogony, while the agrarian context reflects the practical advice and moral lessons tied to farming life found in Works and Days. Together, these perspectives enrich our understanding of ancient Greek thought and its emphasis on harmony between the celestial and the earthly. The Odysseia's influence extends beyond its immediate historical context, rippling through Roman literature, Renaissance humanism, and even modern storytelling. Virgil's Aeneid, commissioned by Emperor Augustus, draws heavily on Homeric themes and structures, blending them with Roman ideals. The Renaissance saw a revival of Homer's works, as scholars like Petrarch and later Erasmus translated and disseminated them, ensuring their continued relevance. Philosophers of the era also contributed to shaping the intellectual landscape that the Odysseia emerged from. Pre-Socratic thinkers such as Thales and Heraclitus sought to explain the natural world and human existence, setting the stage for later philosophical inquiry. Meanwhile, the works of dramatists like Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides, though written centuries later, echo Homeric themes, demonstrating the epic's foundational role in the Greek literary canon. Beyond antiquity, Homer's influence resonated with writers such as Dante Alighieri, whose Divine Comedy borrows structural and thematic elements from the Odysseia, and James Joyce, whose Ulysses is a modernist reinterpretation of Odysseus's journey. As we delve into the Odysseia, we explore not only the story of a man navigating gods and monsters, but also the essence of an era that revered the power of words to shape identity, culture, and legacy. It is a narrative that invites us to journey through time, tracing the threads of human creativity and intellectual pursuit. The Odyssey, one of Homer's masterpieces, has left a profound mark not only on the ancient Greek world, but also on Western literature and culture as a whole. This epic has created a lasting impact not only in the realm of literature, but also in various cultural forms, such as poetry, theater, and cinema. The cultural legacy of the Odyssey has shaped how people tell stories and continuously prompted them to question the foundational concepts of Western civilization, such as heroism, loyalty, and the human condition. Homer's Odyssey is one of the cornerstones of Western literature, both in terms of its narrative style and the themes it explores. Recognized as one of the peak points of the Greek epic poetry tradition, this work set a standard for how hero tales should be told. Its influence is clearly seen in Virgil's Aeneid, which, inspired by Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, glorifies Roman culture and ideals. Reworking Homeric themes, Virgil combines them with the Roman ideal of heroism, making a significant impact both in the literary world and in Roman society. Additionally, James Joyce's Ulysses, a modernist novel, offers a completely new interpretation of the Odyssey. Joyce reimagines Homer's hero, Odysseus, as he embarks on a similar journey in a single day in 20th century Dublin. Ulysses serves as both a structural and thematic homage to the Odyssey, with its protagonist's inner journey mirroring his external one. The influence of the Odyssey is also strong in the early stages of theater. Prominent Greek tragedians such as Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides incorporated Homer's themes of heroism, loyalty, and humanity in their works, deeply influenced by the Odyssey. For example, in Aeschylus's Odysseia trilogy, the relationships of the heroes with their families parallel themes in the Odyssey. Themes such as fear, transformation, and revenge, found in the Odyssey, became staples of classical Greek tragedy. Other tragedies, such as Euripides' Hippolytus, also reflect structures focused on the hero's struggles and family values, similar to those in the Odyssey. Cinema has been one of the fields most influenced by the Odyssey. Homer's epic has played a role in many significant films throughout cinema history. The 1950s The Odyssey, 1954 film, was one of the first major adaptations of Homer's work for the screen. However, in later years, cinema continued to take inspiration from the Odyssey in more creative forms. Many modern films have adopted the structural elements of the Odyssey. The 2000 film, O Brother, Where Art Thou?, by the Coen brothers, adapts the basic structure and hero's journey of the Odyssey into a story set in the American South. In this film, the Odysseus character is depicted as a man attempting to return home, much like in Homer's work. Additionally, modern epic series such as Star Wars have drawn from the themes and structural elements of the Odyssey. Elements like the hero's journey, battles with gods and creatures, and the quest to return home in Star Wars echo those in the Odyssey. One of the most important contributions of the Odyssey is the shaping of the concept of the hero's journey in Western culture. Joseph Campbell's The Hero with a Thousand Faces details a theory of the hero's journey, which is largely inspired by the Odyssey. This theory reveals that many heroes in literature and film follow a similar pattern: adventure, challenges, an internal change or transformation, and the hero's return home. In conclusion, the Odyssey is not only an epic, but also a cultural legacy that forms one of the foundational building blocks of Western civilization. Its effects are still felt across literature, poetry, theater, and cinema, and the influence of this ancient story continues to find a place in modern storytelling. This work has left a permanent mark on humanity's collective memory, impacting cultures throughout history, and continuing to do so today. Christopher Nolan's adaptation of the Odyssey has the potential to be a unique project that blends both a literary masterpiece and Nolan's distinct cinematic style. Nolan's filmography is known for its complex narratives about time, memory, and the depths of the human mind. When tackling the Odyssey, the story will likely center around similar themes. Nolan has often explored the elasticity of time and personal journeys in films such as Inception, Interstellar, and Dunkirk. In this context, the Odyssey's time frames, the characters' inner journeys, and their attempts to return home could be elevated to a more personal and psychological level, offering an epic narrative that resonates deeply with modern sensibilities. If Nolan were to modernize the Odyssey, the story would likely delve into profound explorations of time and memory. Odysseus's journey home, when combined with Nolan's unique perception of time, could focus on the non-linear nature of time. This would mean that Odysseus's struggles and inner conflict would be told through the lens of past losses and memories. Like in Interstellar, Nolan could weave in themes of time travel and parallel universes, possibly showing Odysseus navigating through alternate time frames or encountering events from the past in parallel to the present, creating a mind-bending experience for the audience. Additionally, the Odyssey's themes of heroism and loyalty could take on more psychological depth when paired with Nolan's strong character portraits. Odysseus's battles against gods and monsters, alongside his internal struggles, would resonate with Nolan's interest in characters grappling with internal conflicts. The story might offer an exploration of the hero's spiritual journey, as well as an individual's internal victories and losses. Nolan's adaptation of the Odyssey would undoubtedly make a significant impact on modern cinema. The film is expected to generate unprecedented influence both in the world of cinema and popular culture. Firstly, Nolan's established fan base and his stylized narrative techniques would attract a wide audience. The mystic and epic atmosphere of the Odyssey would suit Nolan's visual language, and large-scale cinematic visuals along with time-altering scenes could leave a lasting impression on viewers. Much like in Dunkirk, the atmosphere could be built in a tense and dizzying way. Its cultural impact, much like his previous works, would not be limited to film alone. The Odyssey's messages of societal and cultural values, ideals of heroism, and human journeys could resonate with contemporary values. This film could trigger in-depth analyses relating to modern-day societal issues and personal quests. Nolan's cinematic depth and intellectual approach would make the Odyssey not only a cinematic experience, but also a cultural phenomenon. After the film's release, the influence of Nolan's unique aesthetic could be felt across various cultural fields such as music, fashion, and literature. Particularly, the psychological aspects of the story and temporal manipulations could inspire similar narrative structures in new media, video games, and digital content. Modern understandings of heroism and individual journeys could provide new inspiration for today's storytelling. Christopher Nolan's adaptation of the Odyssey offers an opportunity to bring a classic epic into the modern world, while deeply exploring themes of time, human psychology, and the ideals of heroism. This adaptation could create a new language that merges the power of literature and cinema, becoming a lasting cultural phenomenon for contemporary audiences. Under Nolan's direction, the Odyssey will not remain just an ancient myth, but will acquire a new meaning for today's viewers, becoming a permanent fixture in the collective memory.